Welcome to the Monday Morning Catalyst, our 5-minute weekly bonus session to give your week that jumpstart you're looking for. You can catch our popular full-length feature episodes first thing every Wednesday morning, or you may want to check out the new Health, Wellness, and Performance Coaching channel on YouTube, which we recently launched, and we'll provide a link to that in the description section of this episode. Now, for today, let's talk about Kryptonite. You remember Kryptonite, that's that rock from the planet Krypton that brought Superman to his knees. The one thing in the entire universe that could shift the Man of Steel from hero to zero in a matter of moments. However, Kryptonite isn't just a Superman thing. While a green rock may not have any sort of negative influence on you or me, we all have our own little version of Kryptonite. Now, we're fortunate enough to have 3 kids. At the time I'm recording this, they're aged 25, 23, and 21. And not that I'm prejudiced, but I think they're all pretty amazing. Hang around here long enough, you're likely to hear quite a bit about each one of them, as I'm one lucky dad. Our oldest, Ashley, is the quintessential representation of joy. She and I regularly share favorite songs, enjoy spur-of-the-moment phone calls about a wide range of topics. She's always so sweet about asking what's going on in my life, even though I called to hear about hers. She's a gifted teacher and encourager for everyone around her, including me. Bottom line, since that first moment I held her over 25 years ago, I have loved our time together. However, we're both also acutely aware of our kryptonite. If one or both of us haven't slept well, look out. Our words and our patience get shorter, and let's just say our relationship isn't enhanced by that lack of sleep, our kryptonite. But folks, we know it. We've tuned into it. We even laugh about it after years of, well, not laughing. We're both still works in progress, but realizing the kryptonite is sitting there in the room allows us to both take a step back, be more cognizant of our natural responses, and while we'll sometimes still struggle a little, we try harder in that moment. What's your kryptonite? What causes you to get tripped up, to stumble through a situation that typically would come naturally? In the midst of COVID-19, this kryptonite awareness can be extraordinarily valuable. Many of us are spending almost all of our time in our homes. We may have easy access to things that normally wouldn't even be a big deal, like food, alcohol, television, other electronics that wouldn't be there in the office. And with our normal routine pushed to the side, we may find it easier to stay up later, skip the exercise, or pop onto that social media channel just a few more times. I have no idea what your kryptonite might be, but you do. Identifying it, verbalizing it, potentially with someone who can help provide some encouraging accountability, and then creating strategies, at least a strategy to eliminate or minimize the impact, are steps worth taking. And they're worth taking now more than ever. Ignoring the presence of kryptonite would never work for that guy named Superman. Why in the world would we think it would work for us? Are you familiar with intermittent fasting? It's a pretty hot topic at the moment, but as with any hot topic, there's also a lot of misinformation. This Wednesday, our weekly full-length episode features Dr. Mark Mattson of Johns Hopkins. He is one of the most respected researchers across the globe on this topic of intermittent fasting. So if you've heard about it, if you're a little curious about it, but you'll want to avoid the hype, you don't want to miss this one. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks for sharing this podcast with friends and peers. If we can do anything for you, please feel free to reach out to us with any questions. The email is results@catalystcoachinginstitute.com, or you can access a multitude of resources at catalystcoachinginstitute.com. This is Dr. Bradford Cooper signing off, and I'll look forward to speaking with you later this week on the next episode of the Catalyst Health, Wellness, and Performance Podcast.